Good evening, everybody. Roxanne Malillo, Communications 107. With drug and alcohol addiction so prevalent in society right now, and consistently a topic on the news, it is important to bring light to another addiction that many feel may not be a true addiction. Sugar causes the release of dopamine in the brain, much like cocaine would. That's per Dr. Pamela Kent of the Royal Ottawa Mental Health Center. The obesity rate is astounding and is a severe epidemic. People will say it's because of overeating and that he or she should cut back. That does not work for any other addiction, so why would it work for a sugar addiction? There's a very small group of researchers and experts that do argue that sugar addiction is an eating disorder related to binge eating as opposed to addiction. According to the Journal of Nutrition, the findings will suggest that animals will engage in a binge type eating on a sweet food when it is offered intermittently. However, researching the topic of sugar addiction, there were very few resources that supported these ideas that it is actually an eating disorder as opposed to being a true addiction. Numerous other experts do provide testing and research done to show that sugar is in fact an addictive substance. Addiction is defined by the American Society of Addictive Medicine as a primary chronic disease of brain reward, motivation, memory, and related circuitry. Sugar addiction shows the same exact types of cravings and withdrawal symptoms as alcohol or cocaine do. It has exhibited opiate effects and chemical changes in the brain. Mice have worked harder in experiments to get the sugar once it's reintroduced after they've stopped it for a while. Mice also drank increased amounts of alcohol after the sugar supply was cut off, indicating there was in fact a dependency on the sugar. Most studies for sugar addiction has been done on rats and mice. The concern for researchers are the testing done on rodents will not be the same for humans. There have not been any sugar-only testing done on humans, unfortunately. They normally focus on junk food, which contains salt, sugar, and fat. Dr. Yanni Friedhoff, he was the founder and medical director of the Bariatric Medical Institute in Ottawa, says, calling sugar addictive without evidence from human studies is an attempt to find a simple answer to a complex problem. In my eyes, as somebody that does suffer from sugar addiction and also food addiction, I don't find this to be true. According to the American Heart Association, they recommend no more than 6 teaspoons, which is 25 grams per day for women, 9 teaspoons, which is also equivalent to 38 grams for men. The American Heart Association limits for children vary depending on their age and caloric needs, but range between 3 to 6 teaspoons, 12 to 25 grams per day. The unfortunate thing about this is that that's measuring if you're adding it yourself. That is not including anything that we eat, such as like if you're eating something that says it has corn syrup in it, or if it has additional sugars, such as like high fructose corn syrup, regular corn syrup, brown rice syrup, such as those things, that is not taken account into what we completely ingest every single day. So we are absolutely not understanding that many hidden added sugars in foods are not complying with what the American Heart Association is recommending. So this is causing sugar consumption to skyrocket. Scientists at the U.S. National Institute on Drug Abuse were among the first to show sugar causes changes in people's brains similar to those in people addicted to other substances. Changes are linked to heightening craving for sugar. The finding was important evidence to set off of food research on the potential addictive properties of sugar. The ingestion of too much sugar over time can affect the balance of hormones in the body, leading to many diseases. With increased insulin, it will affect a hormone called leptin, which is our natural appetite suppressant that tells our brains we are full. This in turn will make us want to overconsume sugar. People may scoff at this, that it's not a true thing in our society. Obesity is an extreme epidemic that is causing the medical issues such as heart disease, diabetes, have catapulted to incredible highs. Look around you. Look at how many people are having the weight loss surgery. Patients that get those surgeries truly suffer from sugar addiction and food addiction and need therapy more than surgery. What we really need is the medical community to wake up and notice what is truly going on. Thank you.